That's right. I just made my announcement. I am going to be running for the office of Knox County Mayor in Tennessee. Really thrilled about doing that, something that I've thought about doing for a long time, getting into politics, and finally have what I think is going to be a great opportunity, and really looking forward to getting out on the campaign trail and meeting people down here in Knoxville and talking with them about the issues and getting to know them and hopefully them getting to know me. So it's a very exciting time.
It's very cool because, like I said, it's something that has been just highly rumored for years. And obviously when, the curtain started to peel back a little bit on professional wrestling and more fans started to become educated about guys' personal lives, one thing we always learned was that this menacing figure, Kane, had this very intelligent background as a guy who was very passionate about the political world. But now, finally, it's almost like a culmination of sorts, because this is a question now that you don't have to answer anymore, and that is, are you finally going to be running for office? Because now, obviously, you can say you are.
That's true. And again, it's something that I've considered for quite a while. I've always been interested in government and politics ever since I was a kid. And now getting into it, it is a bit of a culmination, because I've sort of been on the periphery for many years as far as things that I've been involved with. And I've written op-eds and articles and that sort of stuff, met a lot of people, learned somewhat how the process works, and now actually moving into that process. It's pretty exciting. A little apprehensive as well, because it is a different world for me, and stepping outside of my comfort zone, but I think hopefully it's something that I can manage.
Definitely a lot of things that you got to factor in, budgets, people, lives, things going on in the community. But obviously, you're very in touch with your community, and the work that you do is it's very cool to see that you're just so passionate about your community and the things going on. I know you guys just had some pretty bad wildfires spread through your area, and you were very proactive as being a part of the crew that really just helped raise awareness for it and do as much as you could with your own personal celebrity to help get the word out about it. And I thought that was very cool to see from a personal level, just to me to you directly. But, what does it mean to you to have that voice and be able to speak for people inside your community? Because obviously, being who you are, what you say is going to carry a lot of weight. And this is something that I think that the folks of Knox County definitely have something to look forward to.
That means a lot to me. The most rewarding thing that WWE has given me is the ability to touch people's lives. And I find it ironic that Kane is one of the most, as you said, menacing characters on television. But Kane, in many ways, allows me to help make my world, my corner of the world, a little bit better place. And that's something that I am so grateful for, that WWE has given me. It's a gift. And through the years, as I've matured and I've gotten older, I realize how powerful that is. And we can make positive change, even if it is something as simple as saying, hey, some folks need some help, and getting the word out about that. As you said, the wildfires were a terrible disaster down this way. And we saw another huge celebrity, Dolly Parton, step up, and what she did was just amazing, bringing awareness and then also financial support to our community. Just incredible. And I think that's great. And again, that's, to me, the most rewarding thing out of my entire WWE career, is that ability. Even when, just having people come up to me and shake my hand and thank me for giving them years of entertainment. I can't tell you what that means to me, because it's, I'm the one thanking them for watching and allowing me to do something that I love to do. And it's just amazing, and it's something unique that not everybody gets to experience, and it's something that I'm very grateful for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you spoke in one of the most in-depth ways you possibly could about your entire career when you were with us 2 years ago, talking about, traveling through, the Smoky Mountain territory, which, obviously is a part of where you are right now, and that being back roads and hot arenas and hot gyms and just, gritting and grinding through a really tough part of your career. So obviously, I guess there's going to be some kind of parallels to jumping into the political ring for the first time with, getting your feet wet like you would now. WWE obviously has a developmental territory, and in politics, I don't know if there's necessarily a developmental territory, so to speak, but you definitely, you have apprehensions, like you said, but, how close have you come before to actually jumping into this ring prior, and now being the right time, but how close did it come in the past?
Well, some people tried to convince me to challenge Lamar Alexander, who's a sitting senator from Tennessee and been around Tennessee for a very long time, former governor of Tennessee, a few years ago, and I just didn't think that would be possible, because that is literally like going into the main event at WrestleMania, pretty darn close to it. This race, on the other hand, it's certainly nothing to sneeze at. People may hear Knox County, Tennessee, and think, well, what exactly, how big is Knox County, Tennessee? We have about 450,000 people in the county, so it's a mid-major city, a metropolitan area. The budget is just shy of $800 million, so there's a lot of money. So this is also not exactly Bush League stuff. This is a pretty big deal. My opponents are all seasoned, and I'm really looking forward to that as well, because they're all fine people, But I'm really looking forward into getting, and I guess seeing up close how everything works, And with me, of course, being able to do some different things that other people can't do, as far as campaigning in unique ways, and I think a lot of key for me is bringing new people into the process, into the election process, and I'm going to run as a Republican, and I think I will have the ability to help grow the Republican Party locally. But the reason I'm running as a Republican is because I believe very strongly in the foundations of the Republican Party, which are free market as well as personal freedom, and that's a message that I need to get out there, and I need to get it out especially among young people, because frankly those are the future of the country, and I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for fact, as you said. I put in a lot of work to get to where I was at WWE. I overcame obstacles to get to WWE. I had the opportunity to do those things because I live in America and I grew up in America. I've been so fortunate that I was able to live the American dream. That has to be available for my kids and for my grandkids. The ability to do what you want with your life, the opportunity to build the life that you want. And sometimes, of course, it feels like that's slipping through our fingers. And a lot of times we look at Washington, D.C. as a problem, a person like me does. But the local people, local elected officials, have probably more impact on your life than the people in Washington, D.C. So we often get wrapped up in the WWE of politics, which is at the federal level and the presidential election, those sort of things. But all levels of government matter. And for someone like me, who has been given just tremendous opportunities to take advantage of, I want to keep those opportunities alive. And I think it starts with me here in Knox County, Tennessee.